Hello again. So, this reading is for those who are a part of the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, SAG. This is concerning the strikes, the Hollywood strikes. When it comes to, I was listening to something on Facebook just now, and dude was saying how because you guys have contracts with them, you can't get a second job, so you're gonna actually suffer. But is that really the case? Is that really the case? So if people control your mind, they could control your actions. So let's just check and see if that is actually the case, because people need to survive. Okay, so Most High, how do you want us to attack this? What do you want to say to them? Those who are a member of SAG, who think that they can't take on a second job because they'll be what, prosecuted or something like that, possibly, probably threatened with law, now legal proceedings, you guys would say. Let's see, what does God want to tell you? This is ridiculous. The reason why I'm so invested in the entertainment industry is because you guys have power to shape the minds of our future, okay? You guys play a big role in what type of world that we live in. All right, so that's the reason why I'm invested. I always say if I was to become a politician, I would be the Minister of Entertainment. So I'd have to open up a new branch of government just for myself. So call me the Minister of Entertainment right now. So let's see, what does God want to say? There's a reason why you're called stars, okay? There's a reason why you have such eccentric minds or creative minds. There's a reason why you guys are geniuses. It's because God wants to use you. So you can either use your power for negative or you could use it for positive. So personally, I would see these strikes as a good thing, because now it's like you can free yourself. Okay? So let's see, what does God want to tell you? 2 more times. I don't really care how I look, okay? I'm presentable. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Attempt to save image or reputation. Almost dropped the cards. Okay. So this is what it's about. Saving your image and reputation. Oh, I was hearing some shit about them being able to use your image without and your likeness without your permission and all type of shit. Personally, I say just let that go. Let it go. Let them do that. But they can't tell you that you can't use your own image and likeness. So it's up to we, the audience, to determine when it's actually you and when it's just some computer generated nonsense. And we will be able to determine that through the message that they put in these AI movies. Okay, so if they think they're smart, they're not. Okay, because this is a war between good and evil, above all else, right and wrong. So that's how we will discern between the two. Right? Let me go grab my lotion because my hands are dry and I won't be able to deal the cards clearly. So. I bought a desk and proper chairs and whatnot to do my job, and none of them feel comfortable, so I just put myself where I feel comfortable, okay? I'm not going to worry about the fancy stuff because I'm not going to be breaking my back so I could do these things. My health comes first. So right now I'm using my ironing board, and I put this table thingy, this top I put over it, but it's actually my fucking ironing board. And this is my massage bed I'm sitting on, and it works so beautifully. So let's do what we came here to do. All right, so what does God want to tell you? So this is about saving your image and reputation. Yeah. And I say just let them do what they're doing and you move on with your life. You're still gonna win. Because you get the support by the fruits of your labor. That's how we gonna know who you are. It's by your fruits. Because only people who love nonsense will go and watch nonsense. If you make great movies like you used to back then, we will know who you are. Because the thing that separates what you want to do and what the people above you want to do is that they want to promote all types of abominations in the movie and music industry. See, so clearly you guys have different aims and objectives, so therefore your content will emulate that. So we will know. And that's the reason why Hollywood has been so we've been limited in our support for Hollywood. So God says brainstorm. God says there's enough of you, and you people, some of you among you know what to do. Some of you among you know what to do. So this is a test for you guys to see how well you could get together and work together. And this is how you form a proper union that is actually going to do what it is meant to do and not be tricking you or tricking future actors and whatnot. So it's like building your own. So God says some amongst you know what to do. If you put your heads together, you'll come up with the answer. And then we have create sadness, and it was in the reverse. So let's see. The energy is meant to be in. It feels correct like this, but it still feels kind of wrong. Yeah. We have create sadness. Brainstorming, create sadness. So the underlying issue here, we have divert attention and blackmail. Mislead. Okay. So we got retaliation. Interesting. So we got fulfilling the end of it's not a bribe in this case. It's not a bribe. It's like repaying what they've done to you. So it's like God wants you to fight fire with fire so you can collapse them. Yeah, and y'all just leave them. Mass migration. Leave the brainwashing. Look, this was in the reverse. It says, rebellion against being tricked into or out of something. It was in the reverse. Let's check the energy. Let's make sure, because I have questions about it. Let's see. Where did it go? Okay. Feels correct like this. So it is in the reverse. Okay. So yeah, so if you collapse them and you mass migrate, then you won't have to be rebelling against anybody trying to trick you in or out of anything. You won't have to get all crazy on anybody. Okay? All right. So God is putting you guys on a mission. So basically it's about you starting your own thing. Let's put these back in order so I can read them again. So God wants you to collapse their organization. So God is saying you guys have the power to oh! So God is like, hit them where the fuck it hurts. It's like, take your power. So God wants you guys to get together and find a way to create their downfall. Collapse their shit. That's all. God says you can do it. So the underlying issue, let me go through that again. We got divert attention, blackmail, mislead, yes, retaliation. Yeah, so that's like setting up some secret ops and shit. So it's like you know what to do. get together and decide what you're gonna do and how you're gonna do it, and build your own shit, fulfilling their end of a bribe. Was it in the reverse? I think it was in the reverse. I don't remember how that was. But anyway, I remember, well, oh yeah, it wasn't about the bribe. It was in the upright, and it wasn't about the bribe. It was about you fulfilling your end of the bargain. Like, okay, you did what you had to do, now it's our turn. So it's payback, retaliation, so that you could collapse their business and you guys leave in mass numbers. Leave the brainwashing so that you don't have to keep doing this anymore. You don't have to keep rebelling against people giving you these shitty contracts. So these contracts are null and void. God is like, yes, payback time. That's what you're supposed to do. They made you sad, now return the favor. And how do you do that? You need to get together because you have the answers amongst yourselves. Okay? So you guys need to get together in your groups and start talking about the issues that you're facing so that you can make them feel it where it hurts. Okay? And don't worry about if they got your image and think that they could use it forever. Their movies are gonna be crappy because the content is gonna be shitty, because they're all about evil, they're all about destruction. So only this small amount of people who love evil and destruction will actually watch their shit. The larger majority, my words, okay, the majority of people, we like good movies, okay? Good movies of the 80s up to probably about 2015. The movies were great. After that, they start to become questionable, okay? So if you could find your way back to your authenticity, find your way back to what made you love acting and what started you off doing these things, get back to positivity, get back to building the minds of not only the broader community but your children. Do things that you would want your children to be proud of their mother and father for when they see your movies or hear about your movies and shit like that. You see me? Because when you put that negativity out into the world, you're going to create more negativity, and then your house just becomes sad because your children become wayward, because through you putting out that negativity, you are actually putting your own child, your own family, the young brains, you're putting them at war against their better self. And this is the reason why a lot of them turn to drugs, turn to sex, rebellion, all these things. That's why you don't have no stable family life, because you should be able to be a fucking superstar and still have a supportive, respectable family. All right? It's not normal for you guys to be drug addicts and fucking sex addicts and whatever else you people be doing. That's your way of trying to escape from the nonsense that they've already gotten you into, where they use their contracts to get you to do things that are against your moral standing. Because that's what they're here to do: kill, steal, and destroy. And they use you guys for a very long time to do it. And now it's time to stop. So up until like 2015, things were kind of good, and then all of a sudden things starting to get shitty. I've only watched one movie of Eddie Murphy that I was like, fucking hell, what nonsense. It's that You People movie. It's the last movie that I saw that he made. Even Dolomite was better than You People. It's just political garbage, trying to brainwash people like we don't know and we can't see. It's just a whole bunch of trying to encourage people to be gay or lesbian, and that's all that they're doing. Where's the art? There's no art in there. It's just fart, and we don't need that. So God says you have the answer among you. Get together and you work out your strategy and repay them for the nonsense that they are putting you through. You're going to win. You're going to win. And you're going to be able to form your own unions and make your own contracts and become the people behind the money, behind the big bank accounts. Because, I mean, you're doing the work, you deserve the big paychecks. And like I was saying, in the first one, We've watched many an Hollywood movie that are very low budget, so don't worry about all that extra CGI stuff. Go where your money can carry you. Just make sure that the content and the performance is lovely and you will be supported. You've already got us in your corner. Do not lose us. And do not lose yourself especially. It's time to reclaim yourself. So this what's going on here is a good thing. This breakdown is actually a good thing so that you can now rebuild yourself better than you have experienced in very many years. Okay, so be grateful and get on your P's and Q's, get together and do what you gotta do. And we look forward to hearing the stories about how you guys can even make some movies on it. All right, so thank you for watching. Bye bye.